My friends, we stop here, the first stop, and then the second stop right there, and then we continue. So this is the first stop where we have 3 square shape, 1, 2, 3 right here. And these things, as you see in the sign here and in the brochure, they write the name of these things as the genie blocks or the spirit blocks. And the name has come from the local people, from the Bedouin. 150 years ago, they couldn't find any inscription to tell us about the original use and the date of this monument. So the Bedouin, they call it the genie blocks or the spirit blocks, because at that time they think that these things, it was the work of the spirit or the genie. But the archaeologists, when they came excavated here in Petra, they found the holes. You see the holes on the right side of the things. That's where they use it as a burial place to bury the dead people. So it's a tomb to bury the dead people in it. But they still call it, genie blocks or the spirit blocks. But it is a tomb to bury the dead people in it.
So they are still burying?
No more. Now, no more, buried here. And as I told you in the bus, in 749 AD, the people, when the Nabatean, they were living here, their houses collapsed, destroyed by the earthquake. They moved, the buildings and start living in the caves. They took out all the bones, the bodies, they found this inside the caves. They buried them outside underground and start living in the caves. And they used to live in the caves till 1980 and 1985. Inscription on the rock right there. And this is the only Nabatean inscription you can see it here in Petra. It's a part of the Aramaic language, the language of Jesus Christ. Now the Nabatean inscription over there tell us about the tomb on the left side. It was belonged to a wealthy family, rich family named Abdu Manaf. Now the archaeologists later, they came and called this, tomb, they call it the obelisk tomb. And they call it the obelisk tomb because of the 4 obelisks on the top. And this is Egyptian influence. The Nabateans, they took influence from the Egyptian, from the Greek, from the Roman, and from the Assyrian. So this is Egyptian influence. Nabatean, like the Egyptian, they believe in the life after the death. And the Egyptian at that time, they used to believe that the spirit of the dead people goes to heaven through the obelisk. And the Nabatean, they did the same. They thought that the spirit of the dead people goes to heaven through the obelisk. That's why the upper part, they use it as a tomb or a burial place. Now, from the number of the obelisk on the top, and there is a statue in the middle of the two obelisks that represent the father of the family, we believe 5 people buried in the upper parts. So the upper part used as a burial place. Now the lower one used as a banqueting hall to commemorate the dead people in it. Nabatean used to have special ceremonies for the dead people, and after the ceremonies they took the bodies and buried them in the upper part. So the upper burial place, the lower a banqueting hall to commemorate the dead people in it. The Greek call it, you know, the Greek call it triclinium hall. You know, in Greek language it means 3. Clinium, you know, seat. You know, triclinium, where they have 3 pinches of a stone inside the lower one, where they use, you know, the Nabatean sit or lie and have, you know, special ceremonies for the dead people. After the ceremonies, they took the bodies and buried them in the upper part. So the upper burial, the lower banqueting hall. Now the okay, yeah. The entrance of the narrow canyon. We're gonna start the tour from here. You see nothing yet. We're gonna start the tour from there. But before we started, you know, the tour, I gotta tell you a secret. You know, here no more secret. I tell you everything. You know, even my wife, she tells me everything. You know? Okay, there was a huge Nabatean dam. It was built in front of the sea to divert and to stop the waters going through it and they close it. And the Nabatean, they built it in the 1st century BC, the dam. And after the dam, they carved the tunnel. You see the tunnel right there. They carve it out of the rock. The length of the tunnel is about 82 meters, the highest 11 meters. Okay, to allow the waters going through it. After the dam and the tunnel, the Nabatean, they built a huge water channel among the mountains, and they challenged the water to the end of the valley of Petra, to the end of Petra, inside it, in order to collect, you know, the water in a huge system to use it in the summertime. You know, the Nabatean, they used to collect the rainwater in the winter time to use it in the summertime, because, you know, the Nabatean, they used to suffer from the shortage of the rain and water, drink water. That's why the Nabatean, they were very skillful people in the water engineering. That's why they built the dam here, the tunnel. After the tunnel, the water channel, challenged the water to the huge cistern collected there to use it in the summertime. But the Nabatean dam, it was damaged, destroyed by the powerful earthquake 749. In 1963, 19 French people killed inside the sea when the flash flood water rushed inside it. So 19 people killed at that time. In 1964, the antiquities of Jordan, they came rebuilt the dam again. So you see the dam rebuilt by the antiquities of Jordan in 1964. So after that, we don't have any problem. So you don't have to worry if it's getting rain or not. So we have the dam, okay? Now, on the way back, you're gonna back on your own, and we're gonna meet you on the bus. If anybody like to ride a horse, you're gonna find too many horses waiting here, because single horse is not allowed to go through the canyon. Only the carriages allowed. But the single horse, you're gonna find it here. So if anybody like to ride a horse back to the station, you choose any horse you like, and you tip him $5. As I told you, horse ride is included. So if anybody told you that it is not on, no. It is included, your ticket, but the tip, it's not included. So on the way back, if anybody like to ride a horse, you choose any horse from here and you get